Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Baxter Boxing. Nah, man, wild stuff, man. The news just keeps coming out, man. The information just keeps coming out. And wow, man. Zhang, he dropped my boy Jerry Forrest multiple times in the fight. 3 times in the first 3 rounds. 3 times. And Jerry Forrest hit Zhang with some shots that had Zhang worrying to the point where he was holding on for dear life, and a ref actually had to deduct the point from Zhang. Now, that being said, man, Zhang fought to a draw, and the wild stuff is, after the fight, Zhang didn't look so well. They said after the fight, he was shook. He just didn't look himself. He was just, the fight affected him. Affected him so much, he went to the hospital, man. The guy had to go to the hospital. So the guy who dropped Zhang, the guy who actually did all the damage, apparently dropped the guy 3 times. He went to the hospital. The guy doing the damage went to the hospital because he got beat so bad. Because Jerry Forrest stood like a warrior and started beating that guy up to a pulp, to the point where he held on for life, and the ref had to deduct the point. Now, I'm gonna get some quotes for you guys, man. This is wild stuff, man. It's from the ringnews24.com. I will link it in the description, and you guys will see a clip of what I'm talking about. Now, it says, after the fight, Zhang showed some worrying signs in the dressing room, prompting a trip to the hospital for assessment. That's what happened to my boy, and it is crazy, man. It's crazy. Worrying signs. What did he look like? I watched the fight, and I even watched Zhang leave the ring, and even after the ring, he was still having problems breathing. He was making noises like like he's doing a sprint. It was wild. And this is 5-10 minutes after the fight, when he's stepping out of the ring. And Jerry Forrest was happy. He was celebrating. He walked out the ring. He was hype. He was like, yeah, because that was a big win for him. That draw is really a win because people want to see more of Jerry Forrest, right? Zhang looked like he was doing a sprint. He looked exhausted, and he was still breathing extremely hard. So immediately after the fight, when they're leaving the ring, I can definitely see problems with Zhang. It's just wild that the injuries happened to the point where he had to be hospitalized, and Jerry Forrest, as far as I know, he didn't go to the hospital, perfectly fine. That goes to show that, if you're actually watching the Jerry Forrest fight, I actually checked a couple of his fights out. He's really a slow starter. He never starts a fight really good. He takes a while to get warmed up. He's more of a download complete kind of fighter. Later in the fight, he turns up, and that's when he starts doing better in the fight. After he downloads your style and see what you're trying to do. Unfortunately for Jerry Forrest, he took a lot of punishment early, getting him the draw in the end. But he was able to have an A-level chin, and he got through the fight, and he actually was able to not only get a draw with Zhang, but hospitalize the guy. Hospitalized, undefeated Chinese fighter who's the best fighter out of China. It's funny because Zhang, he has no nickname, but I call him Genghis Khan because, come on, that sounds nice. Zhilei, Genghis Khan, Zhang. Come on, that's nice. I made that up. Yeah, give me some credit. But anyway, man, crazy stuff, man. Jerry Forrest is definitely on my radar now after hospitalizing Zhang, and it's only up from here. I actually checked his Instagram out, and he's gonna tell you, he's gonna go live tomorrow and say why, or today by the time I upload this video, on why or how he was able to beat Zhang. There's some crazy weaknesses he's gonna expose from Zhang that he was able to expose. So he's gonna definitely give that in and give some perspective. Now, me personally, I watched the fight. Jerry Forrest was working that body masterfully well, man. And he came in low and threw a heavy right hand up top. And he was so low that Zhang really couldn't block it unless he wants to throw an uppercut, but then he'll leave his face wide open. So, basically, Forrest got so low Zhang couldn't really do anything about it. And it was to the point where, you know, Zhang, when you try to clinch, Jerry's naturally shorter fighter, and he has naturally shorter arms, so he was able to rip hooks to Zhang's body. So that really devastated Zhang, probably destroyed his ribs. You know, Jerry Forrest, Summer came early because he was having ribs that night. He was messing up Zhang's body and ribs for sure. Phenomenal fight, man. Crazy stuff. I hope Zhang's okay, but we'll see. He went to the hospital, but I haven't heard any injuries yet. But who knows? I wouldn't be shocked if he got a rib or two broken, you know. Forrest is a big dude. Obviously, he's a heavyweight. And, I mean, these are big boys, you know. These are the top heavyweight fighters in the world, you know. So I wouldn't be shocked if some injury happened to Zhang. But anyway, man, I thought I'd talk about it. Jerry Forrest hurts Zhang, hits the guy in the hospital post-fight after Zhang drops Forrest 3 times. Wild stuff, man. Only in boxing, baby. Only in boxing. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.